So today I'm going to talk about generating leads the smart way. And what does that mean? That means that taking what what has been around for the traditional way of finding and generating leads, and we're going to kind of tweak it in a way so that way that we stay relevant and up to date in these times. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our channel. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you click on the bell notification so that you get notified of all of our upcoming videos. So it's going to be split into three sections, three parts. The first part is fundamentals, marketing fundamentals. And then the second part is what we're going to talk about is basically describing the difference between passive and active marketing. Okay. And then the last part, of course, is going in depth into some of the, I guess, the ninja way of doing marketing, so that way that it will help you to generate and leads and make and do it the smart way. All right. Now, marketing fundamentals. Now, what I want you to understand is that the marketing is the heart of your business. I mean, there are other aspects which is important to closing and doing the operation of the business and then doing the closing. But without leads coming into your business, you're not going to have a business. And so it is the heart of your business. And also you have to understand that marketing, done right, it helps you build your brand identity, and especially nowadays with social media, with online, that you can do that very easily. And what used to cost a lot of money back then with TV and radio and print advertising cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Now it's available to you for free, literally. Okay, and and then being able to build that brand identity, you can actually build trust with your consumers, with your potential leads, and so that's where the heart. Marketing is the heart of the business, and this is one of the things that I didn't realize the importance of marketing. You think that right now, when you start real estate and you get into it, you think, oh, it's about properties, it's about finding, the deal. But at the essence of the business is marketing. Any business is marketing, and so the better the better you are in marketing, the better your business is going to be in the long term. Okay. And the second part of this, the first part of, is defining your goals. What do you want to achieve? And so a lot of times, when people come into this business, or for that matter, when people start any business, they don't have any specific goal. They just want to start. They just want to start out and do their first deal. And so, what do you want to achieve? That could be a financial, monetary goal. It could be the type of property. It could be you're doing flips, you're doing wholesaling, you're doing uh, buy and hold, you're looking for commercial units, you're looking for multi-units. Have specific goals will help you determine the kind of marketing and how you're going to, lay out your marketing plan, right? Just coming down with a little bit of cold, so I'm just going to take a drink. All right, so and this is another thing is, the difference between sales, marketing and sales, okay? And as a person that's as a solopreneur, when you're first starting out in your business, in your real estate business, for that matter, as an agent or anybody, you got to do marketing, you got to do sales, you got to do accounting, you are doing operations, you are doing closings, you basically a one-man shop. And so but one thing I want you to understand is that the difference between a marketing and sales are two different things. Okay, marketing is um, how you promote yourself to generate the lead, and then sales is actually converting that lead into a business. Okay, and so there's the skill set required for those two are very different. Okay, and I want you to understand, and that's why it's sometimes, as a solopreneur, when we first started our business and we are like, oh, gun ho, not understanding that we don't have the skill set to company, to do all of the things, but we end up doing them. And so the problem that we get into is that most solopreneurs or most business owners get into this cycle of they're running their business all by themselves. All right, and um, so I want you to understand that marketing and sales are two different areas, and that needs two different skill sets. All right, and so one of the first things that you need to understand is what you're good at. Are you good in marketing or are you good in sales? Maybe you're not good in both, but you want to still be a business owner. Doesn't mean that you can't be a business owner. It doesn't mean that you can't um, become a real estate investor. You just got to figure out a way to 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 accomplish your goal. All right. So let's go to the next slide. So the best example that I can think of, or that I was watching. For those that don't know or do know, Billie Jean is marketing. He is a marketing genius. I mean, if you've been on Facebook and you've landed on his, for whatever reason, he is always on your feed. Okay, especially on YouTube as well. He used to be, but may not be as much now. But the way he analogizes it is, in the game of golf, your drive is basically your marketing, okay? And then your putting is basically your sales. And what I mean, how is that analogy? Well, basically, if your drive is good, meaning that you achieve the drive that's necessary and get closer to the putt, to the hole as possible, then you make it easy to putt, to make it into the hole. And so the better your marketing is, the easier to sell. The the if your marketing is not that good, then it's going to be more difficult for you to make that sale when it comes down to it at the end of, at when you need to convert that customer, that client, or the homeowner, and uh, and have him or her work with you rather than the other competitors out there in the market. All right. All right. So let's move on to the slide. And so, this marketing, okay, at the very beginning, when you're first starting out, this is all a numbers game. This is numbers, numbers, and you must analyze the numbers to get better. And so, the best analogy I could think of is in baseball, is that a batting average. What is, for those that don't know baseball? I'm not a baseball fan. When I watch it, but I'm not fanatic about it. But in baseball, the batting average, okay, um, the greatest baseball players to get the achievement that they're trying to accomplish in batting average is 4.4, which is basically meaning out of the 10 times they come up, they hit 4 times. Okay, so two is considered good. Three. So out of that two, out of the 10 times you come up, you're gonna get four. Now, what does that mean? Well, does that mean that when you first start out, you have to understand, you know, um, professional baseball players, professional athletes, okay? And when we consider the people that are getting paid the most, let's talk about the people that get paid the most, or be paid a lot of money, sums of money, okay? Professional athletes. How many years does it take them to achieve? How many years for them to achieve to that greatness? You're talking about, let's say, for example, Kobe. He just passed away recently. Um, and I was watching his documentary, or his one of his where he was talking in an interview, and basically at the age of 13, he basically made a decision to commit to become the best basketball player. At the age of 13. So you're talking about the age of 13 to the time that he got. Basically, he was mastering his craft for free. That's basically what he's spending many, many hours. hours and hours mastering his craft. You're talking about doctors, lawyers. How many years does it? And for that matter, though, these are they're spending money to go to these schools to get their license and education. How many years does it take them to become licensed, and now they're able to reap the benefit of that? Whereas people that are coming into this real estate space, they think they spend 2 days at a seminar and now they're entitled to become a millionaire. Okay, that's not reality. So what I want you to understand is that this is a numbers game. Is 1 out of 100 bad? Yeah, it's bad, but can you improve by mastering your craft? Can you become 1 out of 10 by mastering your craft? Can you become 2 out of 10 by mastering your craft? Yes, you can.